with my band, Bluesology. We played to maybe 30, 40 people, sometimes 200, 300. But we played the club circuit in England and Scotland and Wales.
Elton John is an extremely popular and successful British singer, composer, pianist, and songwriter. John has received 5 Grammy Awards, 5 Brit Awards, 2 Academy Awards, 2 Golden Globes, a Tony Award, a Disney Legends Award, and the Kennedy Center Honor. In 2004, Rolling Stone ranked him 49th on a list of the 100 most influential musicians of the rock and roll era. He was inducted into the Songwriter Hall of Fame in 1992 and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1994, and is a Fellow of the British Academy of Songwriters, Composers, and Authors. He was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II for services to music and charitable services in 1998.
Blues music. And, you know, when I look back on those days, I didn't earn any money, but I didn't have to because I loved what I was doing. I was so pleased to be doing music for a living instead of, you know.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Reginald Kenneth Dwight, but he's also known as Reggie, Elton John, Sharon, the Pinball Wizard, the Rocket Man. He was born March 25, 1947, in Pinner, Middlesex, England, making him 74 at the time of this production. Elton is known as one of the savviest celebrity art collectors on the planet. His art collection could alone be worth $200 million in the right market. His collection includes pieces by Mapplethorpe, Warhol, Basquiat, Haring, Damien Hirst, and many more. In 2004, Elton sold 70 photographs from his collection for $900,000. His photography collection is one of the largest collections on the planet. In 1992, Elton founded the Elton John AIDS Foundation as a charity to fund programs for HIV/AIDS prevention. The aim of the foundation is to eliminate prejudice and discrimination against HIV/AIDS-affected individuals and provide services to people living with or at risk of contracting HIV/AIDS. John's paternal cousin, Roy Dwight, was a professional footballer who scored for Nottingham Forest in the 1959 FA Cup final before breaking his leg later in the same match. In the late 1960s, John was engaged to be married to his first lover, Secretary Linda Woodrow, who's mentioned in the song "Someone Saved My Life Tonight." In 1970, he lost his virginity to and started his first gay relationship with John Reid, the Tamla Motown label manager for the UK, who later became John's manager. The relationship ended 5 years later. He was married to German recording engineer Renata Blauel from 1984 to 1988. In 1988, he came out as gay, and in 1993, he began a relationship with David Furnish. He's been in a relationship with David Furnish since 1993, and the two were joined in a civil partnership in 2005. They have 2 children through surrogacy, Zachary Furnish John and Elijah Joseph Daniel Furnish John.
10 years ago, if you'd have asked me that question, I would have said you're crazy. But I have 2 kids now, and I have a family, and I want to spend time with the family. And it's only right. They need me. I need them.
He's the son of Stanley Dwight and Sheila Eileen. He began playing the piano at age 3 on his grandmother's piano. He started formal lessons at age 7 and won a scholarship to London's Royal Academy of Music at 11. His father, a military man, tried unsuccessfully to steer him to a more traditional career in banking. His parents divorced when he was 14. His mother then married Fred Fairbrother, a local painter who proved to be a caring and supportive stepfather. Elton, his mother, and stepfather moved into an apartment where years later he would continue to live, even at a time when he had 4 top 40 albums in the United States. His stepfather helped a 15-year-old Reginald land a weekend gig playing piano at a local bar. In 1966, he and his friends formed the band Bluesology. It was around the same time that he took the name Elton John. The name was an homage to blues legends Elton Dean and Long John Baldry. Around this time, Elton met songwriter Bernie Taupin. They would go on to collaborate on more than 30 albums. Elton John released his first albums, Empty Sky and Elton John, in 1969 and 1970, respectively. He saw 7 consecutive albums top the charts between 1972 and 1975, He formed his own record label, the Rocket Record Company, in 1973, which released albums by Neil Sedaka. Interestingly, he opted to not release his own music on his own label and instead signed an $8 million deal with MCA. In 1994, he composed the music for the Disney animated movie The Lion King, which earned a Grammy Award for Best Song and was certified Diamond in 1999 for selling 15 million copies. In 1997, in response to the death of Princess Diana of Wales, John re-released his 1973 classic Candle in the Wind. This 1997 version became the best-selling single in recording history and earned John his only Grammy for Best Male Pop Recording. John continues to tour, compose for the stage, and release best-selling albums. The decade of the 2010s has seen Elton John perform a variety of shows. He has his hands full with concert shows, live performances, remix albums, performances at award ceremonies, and so on. In 2016, he came up with his 30-second studio album, Wonderful Crazy. On September 1st, 2021, John announced his new collaboration album, The Lockdown Sessions, which he made during the first COVID-19 lockdown, and with a release date of October 22nd, 2021. In December 2021, Merry Christmas, John's festive duet with Ed Sheeran was released.
For example, I was in a hotel at 11 o'clock in the morning in London, and I hadn't gone to bed, and I rang the office up in London to say it was so windy, can someone come and stop it?
Elton John is one of the most commercially successful artists of all time. To date, he's sold more than 300 million albums worldwide. That's enough to make him the fifth best-selling musical artist in modern history behind Madonna, Michael Jackson, Elvis, and the Beatles. He's frequently among the highest-paid celebrities in the world. In a touring year, Elton can easily earn north of $80 million from his various endeavors. In 1992, he and Toppin signed a $39 million 12-year contract with Warner Brothers Records. It was the largest cash advance in music history up to that point. Elton John has a net worth of $500 million. Elton's primary home for many years has been a large estate called Woodside in Old Windsor, Berkshire, England. Woodside is a 37-acre estate that dates back to the 1750s. Elton acquired the property in 1974 for £400,000, roughly the same as $5 million today after inflation and currency changes. He acquired his Beverly Hills estate for $33 million in October 2015. The home is a nearly 20-acre gated property that was custom built in 2001 for the previous owner, Guess co-founder Armand Marciano. The main house is 25,000 square feet and comes with an 11-car subterranean garage, screening room, wine cellar, gym, and much more. He owns a home in a nearby area that he bought for $7.2 million in 2012. In September 2021, Elton paid $8.5 million for a half-acre property next door. His Atlanta property is a 12,000 square foot duplex penthouse. He owns the following cars: a 1972 Ferrari Daytona 356 GTB4, a 1955 Bentley S1 Continental Sport Saloon, a 1997 Aston Martin V8 Vantage V550, a 1963 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud 3, a 1965 Jaguar E-Type 4.2 Roadster, a 1973 Rolls-Royce Phantom 6 Limousine by H.J. Mulliner, a 1975 Bentley Corniche Convertible, a 1978 Aston Martin V8 Vantage, a 1964 Bentley S3 Continental Convertible, a 1985 Aston Martin V8 Vantage, a 1986 Ferrari 412 Coupe, a 1987 Aston Martin V8 Vantage Volante, a 1987 Ferrari Testarossa, a 1987 Bentley Turbo S Saloon, a 1992 Ferrari 512 TR, a 1993 Jaguar XJ220, a a 1995 Bentley Continental, and a 1997 Bentley Turbo R 400 Saloon.